Good morning, students, and I hope you are enjoying your holidays very well. Anyway, after 9th class, maybe you have completed this lesson, or even if you don't, even if you did not complete this one, simply we shall read this once. The first lesson itself is altitude. So just look at the main heading of this unit. It is personality development. So personality, what do you mean by personality? In Andhra Pradesh or in our general context, we have a confusion about personality and character. See, personality means it is a character of a person, the behavior or the response of a person or the person's character. That is personality, but not. We have a general misconception that personality is the physique of a person, the way that person stands and how he looks like. So this is the idea that we have. So let's make a change in that one. So how to develop your personality? So we have lots of confusions concerning our development of a personality. That means here when you go through the first lesson of first unit, a reading of the first unit, it is a very beautiful lesson because most of us have a complaint that we don't have the things that we really want to have. That means we compare ourselves with the other people and we complain that we don't have such things that others have. So our problem is that I don't have what that person has, or I don't have what that person has, or I don't have a big house, that person has a big house. This is what our comparison goes like. Or that girl is beautiful and I am not beautiful. That boy is very smart and I am not smart. He studies well and I cannot study. So this is our comparison. So let's see what this attitude makes a difference in our life's altitude. Attitude, our response towards the circumstances, and the attitude, the height that we can reach. So just to go through the lesson, it is a lesson of Nick, a person who was born as a torso. You know what is torso? Torso means it is a person born without arms and legs. That means the growth is only up to the hip of a person. So below the hip there is no more growth. So Nick was the only person who was born like that, and he was born in Melbourne of Australia. So I am not going to read the whole lesson because it takes a lot of time and you have enough time to read because you are sitting at home. So simply go through the lesson freely. Just to read the lesson, it is in a simple language that you can easily understand. So let's go through the lesson. So can you imagine a person who has no legs? If you don't have legs, if you don't have hands, how would your life be? It will be very pathetic. And in the same way, if you get an itching somewhere, what will you do? You cannot itch by itch of your own. So you will find something to itch your body. So when you get an itch or when you have a pain somewhere, to soothe the pain, to rub that part where you get a pain, you need a hand. Or else if you want to go somewhere, if you don't have a leg, how can you travel? It is very difficult. So in the same way, can you imagine a person who was born without both arms and both legs? It will be very drastic, even very difficult to imagine that. So simply just imagine that one. To walk, to sit, to stand, to run, you don't have any option. So let's go through this lesson. Nick was born without arms and legs, and there were so many problems that he was facing, but nothing could stop him because he was completely very strong. But he had a great determination to achieve something in life. So Nick was 26 years old and he was born as a torso, but he plays golf. He can swim well, he can surf, and even though he has no limbs. So on the hip, he has a small piece like a foot, and that part he himself gave it a name. It is called a chicken drumstick. So see, it is the positivity that we can find in Nick. We will be complaining about the things that we don't have, but Nick is always happy with the things that he has. So Nick, in a funny manner, Nick named it as chicken drumstick. So he was born in Melbourne, Australia, and he is 26 years old. And just if you can just Google his name. He's one of the best inspirers or the influencers or motivational speakers that you can ever find in the world. So he has no legs, no hands, but he is a champion in swimming and surfing. So can you ever expect that you can become something like him, even though you have hands and legs? So let's go through the explanations. His parents, when he was born, he had no hands and legs, and he was very weird to look at. His parents were completely, they could not look at him for a long time. So his father, when he saw the child born without hands and legs, he ran to the washroom to vomit. And also his mother did not touch him for 4 months because it was very difficult to be handled. So, and his parents, after being grown, they did not want to send him to a special school for the disabled, but they wanted him to study in a school where other students were studying. And in the same way, this disease was called, in medical explanation, this disease is called Phocomelia, and I think mostly Nick could be the only person who was suffering from this disease. And his mother was a nurse, and she did everything right during pregnancy, but she still blamed herself. Her mother was his mother was a nurse, but she did everything that she could do when she was pregnant, and though she did everything, she could not get a good child. She was grumbling. She was grumbling for herself, and so many years she tried to adjust, and later she understood that God gave this child, and she has to bring him up. So she made a special instrument for him to catch the pen, and also his father was a science. He was a good science lecturer or something. So let's see that one. Nick's father was a computer programmer and accountant, and he taught his little son how to type in his store at just 6 years old. When Nick was 6 years old, his father taught him how to type with a small tool, that means the chicken drumstick that he had. Always his friends used to make fun of him. They used to tease him. They used to make him cry. But Nick used to cry many times. He used to become depressed. He used to become very much disappointed. But still, he sometimes told, "I felt cold and bitter. It is very difficult to live. I curse God. Is there any God?" Like that, he was completely tired. Even when we have all the things that we need, but when we don't have a small thing that we want, we start complaining against God. But Nick had nothing properly, but still he was somewhat happy with what he had. So let's see. For bath, he had different techniques to bath, different techniques to brush. You can just Google to see how he does his actions. You can watch his videos how he does his actions, and you will be completely happy because God has blessed you with many things that he doesn't have. So at the age of 13, he read a newspaper article about a disabled man who achieved great things. That means when he was 13 years old, he read a newspaper article, and in that newspaper article, a man who was completely disabled achieved a lot of things. So after watching that, Nick was inspired. So he understood that God has gave Nick something that many other people don't have. So Nick was very happy. He started trying to achieve many things other than that. So when he has lots of disabilities, he can achieve many things. He can overcome his problems, and he can teach other people who are disabled to become like him. So he was very thankful to God. He stopped being angry with God. So we have all the things, but we always complain that we don't have something. When we have legs, we complain that we don't have beautiful dress to wear. When we have good feet, we complain that we don't have good pair of shoes. So when you cry for the things, when you cry for a car, you have to understand that there are people who don't have even a bike. Or when you cry for a bike, you have to understand that there are people who don't have a cycle. Or when you cry for a cycle, you have to understand that there are people who are walking who wish to have a cycle. And you have to understand that there are people who cannot even walk. So understand these things, then your life will be very positive. So your attitude concerning your problems, when you are suffering something, when you make a change in your attitude, it makes a great change in your life. So Nick, when you read it completely, you can understand Nick was a super. He could serve very beautifully, in a very attractive way. He serves very well, and also he's a good surfer in the sea, and he swims very well. He's a good athlete, and these are the things that we can understand here. The challenges in our life are there to strengthen our convictions. That means our convictions, our beliefs will be strengthened only when we have some problems in life. If we don't have any problems, we will not turn to God, we will not trust in God, we will simply move away. So if you need to know that there is God, if you need to turn to God, the problems are very much necessary. And if you are a person who is listening to this one, if you are a person who says that there is no God, then you can simply think how you are still alive. If you think that the air is the thing that is going to make you survive on the earth, how can you say that the air was not created by you? It was created by God. God kept a perfect ratio of air in the atmosphere. See, the atmospheric gases have, if you have studied chemistry, you know, every gas has a specific ratio. Each and every gas has a specific ratio, and it doesn't increase. If it increases, there will be lots of problems. If the oxygen in the air increases, it is a good gas to increase the flame. So the complete earth will be under flames. And if nitrogen increases, we will get suffocation. If hydrogen increases, we will get suffocation. So there is a perfect ratio for each and every gas in the atmosphere. So God is a person who kept all these things, and you cannot blame that there is no God. So when Nick can do 360 degrees spin in water without even having limbs. So that is a great miraculous thing. So when we go further, we had traveled to most of the countries in the world, and he spread his great inspirational things. He is a great inspirational person. He inspires many people. He gives lots of lessons to people, and so many people got inspired by him. So when we read his life, he gives a very beautiful lesson. Say, this person was married, and his engagement, he fell in love, and their engagement happened in 2011 August. That means he got married to Cain. You can see that in the last page. And he got married on 12th February 2012, and on 13th February 2013 he got a healthy baby. See, things are possible. When we think that it is many things are impossible, we have to understand that things are beyond our imagination. Many things are possible. And they both husband and wife together wrote a book, and its name is Love Without Limits. So together, and it was published in 2014. So in 2012 they were married. In 2013 they had a child. In 2014 they wrote a book, and its name is Love Without Limits. So there is a beautiful line that he always wants to remember us. That is, if I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? So this is the best thing that you can ever do, that you can ever listen. So when you fall once, your greatest defeat is not when you fall. If you cannot wake up from when you fall, that is the greatest defeat. So your strength doesn't lie. You cannot say that you are weak just because you are falling down. Your strength lies how many times you are going to get up from the place that you are fallen. So once you fall, you don't think that you cannot get up. You have to wake up. You have to attain your strength and catch to reach up. So let's see. Once you fall, you just try to get up, and if you fall again, you try to get up, and if you fall again and again, you just try it again and again. So this is all that you can do. And let's say Nick is one of the best inspirers in the world, and you can watch his videos and you can see how he speaks, how happy he is. Even though he has no body parts properly, he achieved many things, and he is even achieving the hearts of people. He is grasping, he is attracting the hearts of people to the things that he is telling, and he is not trying to attract people to himself, but to his inspirational things to make people keep themselves away from depression. I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall, and to always love themselves. He said, if I encourage just one person, then my job in life is done. So your job as a person, your job is to encourage others. When you are tired, just take a bit of rest and carry on. You move on. Don't stop anywhere. Just move on. As much as you can travel, just travel. So this lesson is over. So to my dear students, what I want to tell you is, when you are completely when you completely feel that you don't have something, just look to a person who has less things than what you have. Then you will be inspired by yourself. You are your own inspiration, not other people. Just look into the nature. There are so many things that are going to inspire you. Just look into the nature. There are so many things that are going to influence you. There are a lot of things that you have to do. Don't take too much of rest. You just work hard. You will achieve a great success. Thank you.